takes a minute for everyone to roll in, and then we'll get started.
All right.
I'm sure. All right. Let's see. Are we live? All right. We are live. All right. What's up, Turtle Riders? I'll let people kind of spring in here. I know a lot of people are probably working right now, so they'll catch up later. All right. Let's do this. All right. So, what's up, guys? Little impromptu live session today because yesterday you may have noticed that there was a story put out on Turtle Boy after this video went viral in New Bedford. It's a really disturbing video. I'm going to play it for you guys real quick if you haven't seen it yet. Let's see what happens here. This is like, beware. If you're cringeworthy, if you're a dog lover, a lot of people didn't have it in them to watch this video. I would argue that the sound is even more disturbing than the actual visual. So let's just watch it real quick. So you see him right there with the bat, and then bam, bam. Jesus Christ, like a pig. I didn't know a dog can make a sound like that. And then the dog runs away, okay? Clearly is like, I mean, it's a small yard. The dog is literally running for its life, scared shitless. This guy's beating it with a bat. And then he goes up onto the porch, follows the dog, because the dog's like running for its life. It's cornered. It's going to start screaming again, okay? Running away, gets away, goes and hides in the corner, okay? He comes back out, looking for it like Horace and Jasper, comes over, there he is through the screen right there, all right? And he's not going to hit it here, like he's just scaring the shit out of it. He's holding a bat, standing over it, all right? And then the sun is going to come out, or some kid's going to come out, and he's got like a, do you know who the Pilar, do you pronounce your name Pilar?
Pilar.
Okay, Pilar. Do you know who the kid is in the red shirt? Is that his like son or something?
I'm not sure if that's his son or if that's his girlfriend's son or something.
Okay.
But the kid was with him yesterday also.
Oh, he was? He was in the car?
Yes.
Oh, that was the kid in the car?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. All right, so, yeah, that's,
So you need a voiceover.
pretty disturbing, obviously. Now, let's check out what you did. So this is, we have Pilar. One more. It's Pilar, correct? I don't want to screw that up.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Pilar, you are a neighbor of his, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm not his neighbor, no.
Yeah.
I came from a few blocks away.
Okay. So you saw this online, and you're like...
Yes, I saw Brian Hennington online. And he wasn't getting anywhere with the police and the animal control. And I called the police station before I left my house. They told me there was four cruises out on emergencies. And I said, why hasn't a police car gone by the house for this animal abuse?
What time did you call?
And they said,
do you know what time
they
called?
were busy.
Okay. Around what time did you call?
I called. It was around 4:27.
Okay, because the Odie's Place page is saying that somebody called around 1:50 or something like that. So
yes, they started calling around 1:50.
Okay, and so this is hours later, and no police officer has responded to this. Okay, so let's watch what happens here when you have to take the law into your own hands.
My video thing. Oh, there we go. Here's the piece of shit that bashed the dog over the head. Look, I'm at his house. He's trying to leave. He's not willing to give me the dog. I need help. I need animal control here. I need the police here. Because that's a felony what he did. And he's got another poor animal in his car right here. He's got a poor animal in here. And he's got the other one barking in the house.
I got the police. He's calling the police.
Let them come here.
Okay, so let's pause it right there. So at this point, how long had you just decided I'm just going to stand behind his car and not let him leave?
No, what happened was I left my house. I went straight to his house.
Okay.
I saw a car in his driveway. I went straight through the fence, went into the backyard, banged on the door, because as soon as I seen where he hit the dog,
Yeah.
Something triggered in me, and I went straight to the back door, not thinking anything for my safety or anything. I started banging on the door. The lights were on in the house, and I know Brian was sitting outside for hours waiting. He saw Brian outside.
Who's
he
Brian?
never came out. So
Who's
I'm
Brian?
banging on his door. He never opened the door. Then for a while, I came around the side of the house. Mm-hmm. I banged on his window. Then I started yelling for him to come out. I said, give me the dog that you beat so I can take him to the vet. I said, come out. I said, so I can bash your head in like you did the dog. I said, come out so I can take care of you. Give me the damn dog because I am not going anywhere until you come out. The police are coming. They have your video. I am not going anywhere. Then a while after, he let the dog out, which I actually thought it was another dog. The dog that was in the car with him, that's the dog he beat.
That's the dog he beat in the car?
That is the dog he beat, yes.
Okay. He has it looks like he breeds dogs.
Yes.
Okay.
They took 3 puppies.
He's got 3, and that's the
that
mother.
Dog, yes. Okay. The mother and 3 puppies.
Jesus Christ.
But there was also another dog that the cops said that they didn't see no other dog. He might have put that other dog down cellar because when the dog that was in the car, the dog he beat, came running towards me, crying. Uh-huh. I says, it's okay, baby, I'm here to save you. And I was trying to look for a rope to tie her leash so I could take her with me. Yeah. Then he comes out the door and he yells for her to go in the house, and she took off. Uh-huh. And I seen the other dog pop his head out the window, he jumped to the window. Yeah. And he started barking. I says, it's okay, I'm coming for you too, baby. So he went back in the house, and then I hear him starting up his car from inside the house. Uh-huh. I says, oh, hell no, he ain't going out. So I ran to my car. I backed my car, blocked him in the driveway, and then he got in the car with the kid and the dog, and he says, get out of my way. I says, you ain't going nowhere. He goes, I need to go get my wife. Comes to find out, it's not even his wife. It's his girlfriend.
Yeah, of course it's his girlfriend, yeah.
And I says, you ain't going nowhere. He goes, I need to go pick her up. I says, tell her to get a cab. And I says, you ain't going nowhere. Y'all waiting here for the cops. Yeah. And then suddenly, I guess he called the police on me. Yeah. And the police is on the phone saying for me to call 911. I says, everybody has called 911 and they haven't done shit, so I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. So then he goes, they said for you to leave. I says, I ain't going nowhere, and you ain't going nowhere. Yeah. And he gets in the car, in and out, whatever, and then he goes, oh, the police are coming. I says, good, finally. So they came within 4 minutes, not because of the dog abuse. They came because supposedly I broke the law. I was blocking his driveway because that criminal couldn't leave. Yeah. And the police came so quick to save him. Yeah. Yeah.
And so what happened when the police got there? What'd they do?
What happened was I explained to the police what happened. Yeah. That I saw the video online, and I went to rescue the dog. Yeah. And he didn't want to give me the dog, whatever. And I told the police, that the dog came out, whatever. I told them the whole story, and then they took my information. And one of the dogs said, I says, you guys, Brian sent you guys the video. He says, well, we didn't know. We don't know if the video was from today or from another day.
Seriously?
I said, it doesn't matter if it was from today or yesterday or a month ago. You guys know that dog was here. You had to come check up on that dog. Yeah. That dog needs medical attention. Mm-hmm. You can't not show up. I says, you have the video. Oh, we can't really see from the video if he actually hit the dog or not. Wow. Which I hadn't seen the video up until I came back home.
They can't see in the video if he hit the dog. He had a bat in his hand and he was hitting the dog. We all saw it.
They don't want to do their job. Jesus. That's the whole problem with the Bedford police. They don't want to do their jobs. They didn't want to leave because it was raining. Yeah. They don't want to bother with things like this. Yeah. They don't care.
And you said that
they don't care.
When you were told that they were all busy, which is insane to be like, well, we're all busy.
I took pictures of the 3 cop cars that were parked outside.
And that's the closest station to you?
And I told the police, as I'm driving by, I told the officer, I says, really? I'm driving by and there's 3 cop cars outside. Yeah. He goes, ma'am, have a good night. And he hung up.
Really? So,
yes.
I mean, that's crazy. And so he was, when this all ends, does he go down to the police station with them, or does he go pick up his wife? Or whatever, his girlfriend?
Oh, he took off. They let him leave.
They let him? Okay, so.
They let him leave. So I don't know why they didn't arrest him.
Yeah.
With all the drug charges, with everything that he's done.
Yeah. So.
And the video that they seen him beat the dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a felony. They let him go.
Unacceptable.
Which I will go to my grave, but I am going to fight for the justice for this dog. I will go out of my way. But this dog is going to get his justice. Yeah,
I mean, and he just gets to keep the dog. I'm like reading reports that say like, well, the dogs are fine. They have no visible injuries. It's like, who cares? What about the mental? We all heard the dog screaming.
Yes.
You know?
I'm going to make sure I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to make sure this piece of shit will never come around another dog ever again. I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure he will never come close to another animal.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Yeah.
And I want to know. I want to make sure he's going to get charged with a felony. I want to make sure he goes to jail because in the state of Massachusetts, you go to prison for it. You get a charge with a felony. Mm-hmm. Besides all the other felonies he has with drug charges.
Well, and by the way, we have
living
more,
with him. I don't understand this system.
We got a couple messages today from people, and they're going to have to investigate this a little further. Someone told us that in 2000, he was charged with manslaughter of a 9-month-old baby, and he spent 10 years in prison in New York. Now, that's not verified yet, but the tipster seemed pretty certain of it, so we're going to have to do some research on that.
Oh, I haven't even heard
that. Yeah, there might be more on this coming out, so stay tuned. But what inspired you to go down there and do that? You own dogs? You're a dog lover?
I have 2 emotional support dogs. I had a son that passed away in 97.
Sorry to hear that.
And I suffer from major depression and anxiety. And after so many years, I finally, I was always afraid of dogs because when I was young, I got bit by a big dog. Mm-hmm. And I was always afraid. But then I just came around and I just started loving. And like, I've always loved animals, but I was afraid. Mm-hmm. And even when I got my first puppy, I was afraid to go near her mouth. Yeah. But then the minute I got them, I just fell in love with them. And now it's like, I see videos, I cry, I get so emotional seeing all the stuff people do to them. And I just want to be able to help animals. Yeah. I want to do that. I told Brian Harrington that I want to help him out. I see the work he does. Uh-huh. He does so much good, and people don't appreciate what he does out
Odie's
there.
Place, right?
What is it?
That's at Odie's Place?
Yes.
So Odie's Place is a rescue?
Yes.
Okay.
He does. He goes and rescues lost, dogs and animals and all that. Yeah. He does such great work. And one of the cops that drove by yesterday around 4:00 saw him there and just drove right by.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's like
because he saw Brian there.
Because and their whole basis is that we didn't see him hit with the bat. That's freaking insane. Insane.
Yeah.
What?
It's just a poor excuse. They don't want to do their job. They don't care. They do not care.
Yeah. Okay. So like they'll say that like, well, we saw him hit, moving his bat, but we didn't see it strike the dog. It's like, but what possible reason would there ever to be to even be in that position in the first place?
You know what the reason is?
What?
Which I'm gonna go to the police station and say, you know what? You guys were the ones that were right. They were just making a movie. The neighbor next door was doing the film, and the dog was the actor.
I mean, that's what they want us to believe, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Unbelievable. I'm going to call the New Bedford police. You want to stick on the line? You want me to call them right now and ask?
Oh, my God, please
do. Okay, let's get them on the line. I'm going to call the New Bedford police. New Bedford, and see if they have any comment on this.
Because this is unreal. They have to change the system. They have to do something about it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we all saw that.
They got the call. They got the video. hours they never showed up. They showed up because that criminal called saying I was blocking his driveway.
Yeah.
They came within 4 minutes.
If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now or at any time during this greeting. For the dial by name directory, press 0.
Nope.
To leave an anonymous tip, press 1.
Nope.
For the dispatch and communications division, press 2.
Maybe.
Uniform Patrol Division, press 3.
Nope.
Central Records Bureau, press 4. A detail
I think it's
office,
3. That's what I pressed.
Go 3. Okay.
Detectives Division,
We'll go.
press 6.
We'll go 3.
Firearms Licensing Bureau. For the District 1 station located at 572
Which station is it?
Pleasant Street, downtown, press 1. For the
Figure-
District 2 station located at 168 Cove Street,
Which,
in the South End, press 2.
Is it number 2?
For the District
It was.
3
I called 2.
station
Yeah.
located
Okay.
at 781. Wait while I transfer your call.
Bedford Police Station 2 is called the record officer. Rivera, can I help you?
Yeah. Hi. I'm calling about an incident that happened. I'm a reporter, by the way. I'm calling about an incident that happened yesterday. That was caught on Facebook. It involves a man beating his dog. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it, no.
Okay. Well, there is a video out there right now of a man on Cottage Street. His name is Miguel Martinez. He is beating his dog with a bat repeatedly. The video lasts for about a minute and a half, and the dog is running around his yard, scared out of its mind. It's horrifying to hear the sounds. It's blatant
So
animal.
What do you need?
So I'm wondering why he hasn't been arrested, because he has been informed of this, and it's clear, it's very clearly animal abuse. And
You have to speak to the. You have to speak to the. What do you call it? The officer in charge of. He gives out the information. Let me find out who it is for you. Hold on one second.
Yep.
All right.
The police
Thanks.
were there.
yeah, interesting. The person in charge of information. It sounds like they're just. First of all, there's no way this guy hasn't heard this before, right? It's like
They
in
all
New
heard
yeah,
it.
who
They
in
all
New Bedford
know.
doesn't know about this story right now? This is like the most.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
For you to see.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second that he doesn't.
They have it on file because the cops were there.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna connect you over to Lieutenant Rodriguez. He's in charge of that stuff.
Okay, thanks,
Hold on. Music extension.
Lieutenant
All right,
Rodriguez.
got it. Hold on 1 second.
Yep. Did you deal with the Lieutenant Rodriguez?
I don't even know any of their names.
Okay.
I'm so mad, so nervous.
Yeah. Let's see what they say.
And they all have the video.
Yeah, of course they do. I mean, there's no excuse.
Lieutenant Rodriguez.
Yeah, hi. My name's Aiden Carney. I'm a reporter. I'm calling from TB Daily News. I'm calling in regards to an incident yesterday in which a video of a man beating his dog was posted on Facebook. Have you seen it?
Sir, can you give me 1 second? All right. I have another. Just don't hang up, please. Give me 1 second if you don't mind.
Yep. I'm getting a
Let's
runaround.
get the
here.
story straight.
Yeah. Let's see how long it takes.
Unbelievable.
What elevator music is this? All right. So yeah, I mean, when you called, what kind of response did they say they would come, or did they say like, "Sorry, that's not a crime"?
No, they said they were busy with
They said
emergencies.
they're busy. That's right. Right, of course. I mean, I understand the police probably are busy in a city like New Bedford, but it's like, does that mean?
But the cars were parked outside when they told me they were all
Right,
out on
right.
emergencies.
And aside from that,
That's
it's
what
like,
makes me mad.
so other crimes are just, you can get away with it because we're busy? Like, so you can rob a store and be like, well...
But the cops went to his house. They didn't arrest him. They let him leave.
Yeah. It's unbelievable that this guy... It's not like this is like some
what
nice...
I'm not going to let go. He needs to pay for his crime.
Yeah, it's not like this guy is like some model citizen either. Like, he's a freaking
Oh,
drug
hell
dealer.
no. He's far from being a model.
Yeah, like a guy like this, it's like you should use any excuse you can to lock him up. Like, he's a danger to the community. He sells poison to junkies, you know?
Yes.
You know? Unbelievable. Have you lived in New Bedford for a long time?
All my life.
Oh, okay, all right. And so that's kind of a rough neighborhood, right? Cottage Street?
Oh, bad neighborhood. Yeah.
So probably a lot of scumbags like him walking around.
Oh, yeah.
there. Yeah. You know, I feel like you know, in this state, you need a license to get a gun or like a lot of things, but like you can be a scumbag and just reproduce dogs like it's nobody's business, which is insane. I feel like you should need a license for that.
And they're not registered. The dogs weren't registered.
No, of course not. He's gonna sell them.
The cop told me this, that they were illegal. He wasn't supposed to have the dogs.
Then why isn't he arrested then if it's illegal?
And I can't even understand. He wasn't arrested. They let him go.
That's
wild.
I
can't understand it.
Wild. So we'll see how long Lieutenant Rodriguez takes to get back to me.
He's probably eating a donut right now.
Have you had pot? I mean, I generally support the police and the New Bedford police. I don't want to crap on the entire department.
I understand there's a lot of good cops out there, but there's some that, they give the other ones all a bad name.
I think it's just like any job, there's just a laziness aspect to it.
Yeah.
Right? Like people it's a lot of paperwork. It's like, I don't want to do that, But I think what you're doing is important because it's like you're not giving them the option to ignore it. You're being loud. And that's good,
And it's sad because it took a woman to go do their job yesterday.
It did. It did, yeah. So, I mean,
it's
a lot of people.
Sad.
Yeah, like, are you getting a lot of messages and stuff like that from people?
Oh my God, yes. I have so many friend requests. People want to send me gift cards. Somebody wants to give me a dog trophy, which that's the best thing I'm getting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy for that.
Yeah. People don't fuck around with dogs. I'll tell you that much. Like, I know that from dog people are like, I don't want to say crazy, but like, they're the people you don't mess with.
They're like, my puppies, they're like my human kids.
Right.
Me.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody does anything to them, I will. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but I will kill for my dogs. I don't care. They're my babies.
Yeah. So, man.
They're my support system. They're my everything.
Uh-huh. How old are your dogs?
One's 3.5. The other one is 3.
Okay, gotcha.
I have a Maltese and a Yorkie.
Yeah. Awesome. So, we'll see what happens with him. So, he's not answering. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to wait for this guy. It's been 7 minutes. But, I mean, this is
they're just playing us.
Prime example, right? It's like, if you can't answer it, I get it, you're busy, but, like, don't fucking put me on hold and give me the runaround. It's like just, and this is a big deal,
Yeah, because they don't know what to say. You said who you were, and they're not going to know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, I do wonder if that's what they're doing right now is figuring out what to say.
Yeah.
They probably know we're live right now, We got 130 people watching, so they probably know we're live. Who knows if they're watching it? I don't know. Figuring out what to say. Hello?
Well, yeah.
Oh, no, still the stupid music. Let's see what Turtle Riders is saying. Maybe you guys have any questions for Pilar? Ask him away. I'll try to ask them while we're doing this. Let's see. As soon as this FUPA computer loads. Yeah. All right. Can anyone else call and say we were waiting? You could. Let's see. Dog people are more vicious than pit bulls. That looked like a pit bull, wasn't it?
I don't think it was a pit bull. I was like I said, I was so nervous, so mad. I was
hello.
I wasn't even like.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, so you're calling in regards to the video of the dog.
That's correct. Yeah, we're live too. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So the dogs. Actually, we're going to be doing a press release shortly. We did get an update. The dogs are appear to be in general good health. They're at Tufts Veterinary Emergency Treatment and Specialty Facility in Walpole. So they've done initial testing and they appear to be in general good health. So.
But what about him?
As far as we'll further investigate the matter. Charges will be sought, and we're still currently investigating the matter. So. Okay, I mean, I don't. Yeah. How long? I mean, you've seen the tape. Do you think what was seen on the tape is that an arrestable offense? Well, I'm not going to get into that. I mean, we are further investigating, and we're going to do our due diligence, and we're still looking into the matter. Okay. Because we take these things seriously. We're not. We do take these things seriously. Okay. We are further looking into the matter, and charges will be sought, and and we're trying to evaluate the circumstances surrounding the whole incident. So that's what we're doing. And we just want to get a good.
Can I just ask you? Is there any reason why did it take so long for a response yesterday? That seems what most people are concerned about.
Yeah, and again, I don't have an answer to that right now. That's why we're looking at every dynamic of what happened yesterday. And we can't give an answer right now. We got to look into everything and just figure out what happened.
Okay.
We can't give a response right now. We have to do our due diligence to make sure that we thoroughly look into the whole matter.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you'll do your job, and you know his background. You know he's a drug dealer. We'll see what happens. So you'll have a press release today. That's correct.
Yeah, we plan on putting something out later regarding the incident, and hope to give people an update and what's going on or what has transpired within the last few hours.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right.
Not a problem. You take care.
Bye. All right, so that's the runaround, obviously.
Such bullshit.
I mean, I'll let him do their job. I do think that had you not done what you did, and had we not written about this, I think that they would just ignore this. But I think now it's going to be impossible for them to do that. It would look really bad at this point. So I think that's why you did what you did was a good thing, because it's forcing them to. They can't run away. They can't ignore it now.
Oh, they can't.
Yeah.
And I won't let them. them.
It doesn't sound like
whatever
you will.
I have to do.
Yeah.
Because he's not getting away with what he did. And the police department is not getting away with what they did. Ignoring the whole fact of not showing up.
Yeah.
I had to show up, block him in the driveway in order for them to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took credit for showing up to the call of the animal abuse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they posted on their page.
Yeah, I mean, when they start telling me like the dogs are okay, it's like I don't give a fuck if the dogs are okay. I saw the video. It's all I need to know.
No shit.
It's like nobody.
Even if the dog is okay.
Yeah.
He got it beaten.
Yeah.
The poor dog got it beaten. He got it beaten every day from what the neighbor told me.
Yeah.
That dog screamed every day.
Mm-hmm. Other neighbors have said the same thing. Yep. And he also like the dog ran, right? So it's like, he doesn't have bruises on him because he ran for his life. So it's okay then. What the hell are you talking about? That's insane.
Yeah.
Oy vey. All right. All right, guys. So thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. I'm sure you're busy. We're all busy. I'm going to go and post this video on a blog in a minute and do an update, and we'll keep following the story. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thanks. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Tortoretta. So that was interesting. I don't know what we're going to do for live tonight, by the way, because of the Patriots game. I'm not missing a Patriots game for live. Sorry. I don't know. We'll see how much they're up. If it's like 1-0 at halftime, we'll still do live at 9:30. But if it's like anything close, can't do it, guys. Sorry. Patriots come first. So, but that was a really interesting episode. I don't know. I always give the police the benefit of the doubt. They're professional. I have faith that they'll do their job. However, police, just like any other job, right? They're human beings, and they're certain people will want to do the least amount of work possible. And I notice this more in big city cops than I do in town. I live in a town, right? I live in Holden. The Holden police are unbelievably good. I used to live in Worcester, as you know, right? And I support the Worcester police, but when I've had problems in Worcester, right, with people threatening me and stuff like that, it's like, it's not the same response that you get. I remember one time a police officer that responded was like, well, why don't you just stop doing this? Why don't you just stop being Turtle Boy? It's like, what? I'm getting threatened. You're blaming me? Like, there was a lot of that going around. You can tell they got bigger fish to fry in big cities. You know what I mean? They got real problems. They have murders. They have drugs and shit like that. In Holden, that doesn't happen. So that's why people move to towns, right? Is because you get more bang for your buck with tax dollars. I feel like I don't mind paying taxes in Holden because I feel like I'm getting something in return. I didn't get that in Worcester. And I feel like in New Bedford, it's probably similar, right? Like they got murders in New Bedford. They got drug dealers in New Bedford. They got a lot of shit going on. So I'm sure animal abuse isn't at the top of their list. But nevertheless, right, when you make your voices heard like Pilar did here, right, they can't ignore you. This is the power of social media, right? When you have a just cause, fight for it, right? I mean, you saw what this woman did. She literally went down there and blockaded this criminal from leaving his house. Sure, it didn't end the way we would have hoped with him being arrested. However, I think at this point, it's inevitable. I mean, you heard the police officer, the lieutenant, he said that they're still investigating it, which means like, they read Turtle Boy. They know. They don't have a choice now. So they're going to have to arrest him. I mean, what happened there is criminal. It doesn't require an investigation, right? What is there to investigate? You saw it on video. Here he is beating the shit out of a dog. Case closed. Go arrest him. So hopefully we'll see. This is the importance of what we do, and the importance of media is you put pressure on these people, and you make them do their job. If they're not doing it, you make them do it. So we'll see what happens with that. Any more questions, guys, before we get back to our day here? He said charges will be sought, but he couldn't comment. That's true. He did say that. I don't know what that means, sought. Maybe like he said it's going to be investigated. I don't know what kind of charges, but hopefully he is charged shortly. Now, I don't know if he'll just be summoned or arrested. I would like to see him arrested, right? Summons isn't the same. When you just get charged and you're summoned to court, it's not. I like the arrest. I like the perp walk. I like the mug shot. You know, that's what this guy deserves. He deserves that. All right. All right, guys. So we will talk to you guys later. I'm going to go post this on the blog now, and we'll keep you updated on the story as any new developments come in. All right? Peace, Turtle Riders.